This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dana Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking for a man, it's Hilton. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Showing off the arms. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Flores. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to pass, it's Hilton. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on this offense. Maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll look to throw on third and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northwestern stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Flores. Release to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He'll pull it down and run. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
17, Memphis, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Flores. Right down the middle. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be first and goal from the 1. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Finds his man, it's Peterson. Still running at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is...
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Flores. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. to stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Can't get him to the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And it's caught inside the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the air, it's Hilton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Running into the open space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Flores. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 20.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100.
no attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They
breaks away on the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he